Contestant number 6, Rohan. Rohan, conscious decision making. Conscious decision making, Rohan.
14th February, Valentine's Day. I was running late from my office to meet my girlfriend. It was this same day 3 years ago when I had proposed to her. I was all nostalgic, pumped with emotions. I walked up to the door and I knocked. And she opened the door. But to my surprise, she was not having the same mutual feelings that I had. And she blasted at me. Where the hell were you for the last 2 hours? I was planning the most amazing, romantic date for her. Everything was perfect. I took care of all the important things. However, she did not agree with me. Neither did her facial expressions. And she said, Rohan, I see nothing in you. I begged on my knees, trying to convince her. I tried to convince her, but she said, your words have no power. College chair, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear decision makers. That day, while going home, I realized not one but 2 things. 1, never make your girlfriend watch amazing Toastmaster speeches. Otherwise, you'll land in a breakup the similar way. And second, what was wrong with me? I was taking care of all the big things. But did I miss out on the small, little things? Did I? Every day, we travel probably to our workplace. With a show of hands, everyone who travels or drives a vehicle. Great, almost everyone. What is the one thing that we do while we are traveling or when we are waiting at a traffic signal? Listening to music, texting our loved ones, listening to songs? Probably not. We Indians love it. We love to honk. Even when we see the light is still yet to turn green, we somehow believe in this magical effect that if we honk and there are tons of vehicles, we are not honking. We have Harry Potter's magical wand. And by pressing, all the vehicles will somehow disappear. Are you aware? Will it make sense honking? No. We do it. Why? Because the person behind us is doing it. And so on. We are never aware of the decisions that we take in life. I was not. And I don't fear sharing it with you. I was suffering from a serious disease. It was the last stage. Nothing could be done. I was suffering from SMS. No, it's not the definition you guys are thinking. It was social media syndrome. Anywhere and any place, wherever I could buy out some time or ignore my manager, what I used to do, I used to take out this vicious device out of my pocket with small gateways to heaven or hell, admiring people's life, seeing they are traveling the world and envying them. I had all kind of social media applications, shortcuts on my desktop, to spare that millisecond. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, name anything and everything. One fine day, my father walked up to me. He being a Sindhi businessman. For him, time meant money. Now, I couldn't relate to it. I was an IT engineer. I could hear the footsteps walking behind from me. And he did a little pat on my shoulder and asked, son, what are you doing? I was scrolling through my feeds. I told him, nothing. So he went back. After an hour, I was still that lazy potato on that beanbag because I had nothing better to do. He came back again, this time not in my room, up to my hall. And he asked me, have you found what you are looking for? And guys, this time I replied, nothing. This is something we all are facing and we all go through. If we meet our loved ones waiting for appraisals or any place, when the judge announces, take 1 minute silence, you buy out that time and start scrolling. Are we aware of the decisions? In this century, we are so passionate for our goals that we have formed tunnel vision. I have not been a good person lately. I have missed my best friend's engagement, ignored my loved ones, and neglected my family. Now that makes me a bad person, right? But please hold on to your judgment. I never knew that these are the decisions I took when I said yes to my project manager. It's the dream of every IT employee to travel on site. But I forgot the things I was saying no to. Life is binary. It's either 1 or 0. When you take a decision, there are other things in life that you say no to. All we need to do is take a step back, remove the blinders that we have put on for achieving our goal, and realize the things we are saying no to. Next time when you are faced with many options and choices, do realize that all the options may look good, all the options may look tempting, but when you choose an option, there are other things you say no to. So that when you take a step ahead in life, you realize what are the things you left behind. What are the things you said no to. Ladies and gentlemen, all you have is one life and a lot of decisions to take. Choose wisely. What a